Hey everyone, welcome back. So here's a quick demonstration about how to add wires to Elton. I showed in a post how we could weave up the shank. I do a partial weave if you don't like the fully weaved band, but you don't quite like the bare band either. You can do something like this and it'll cinch it up quite a bit. So I just took 1.5 or maybe 2 feet of 26 gauge, did about 10 or 20 wraps, crossed over, did 10 or 20 wraps, and so forth, back and forth. You'll push your coils back each time, so when you view the ring this way, it looks like a solid band of coils, but you'll see that you just continually jump that wire to help hold this band together. So anyway, if we want to add additional wires, like this is wrapped, it's nice. But if I felt like I wanted some more design on top of this Larimar, the ring has plenty of room to add design wires. You can do that through many avenues, but the best one is right here in these intersections. And we add wires just the same way we would a pendant. If you have the space to slip above your wire, you can do that. If you don't, like mine, it's a little bit tight, I can just literally come around the side of the shank. So I'll just center the 6 inches of 18 gauge wire that I have, just holding it there with my finger. Just going to crisscross them to get a nice tight wrap around this ring shank. I'll scooch it up a little bit and align it, make it look nice. Once I get a nice tight wrap, let me tap it with my plier and make sure it's really landed. Just nice and tight. Pull this one over a little bit tighter. Give it a tap real nice and solid with your plier underneath the shank. And then right here at the top, you can hold it. If I wanted to fan out, I don't have to use them crisscrossed. I'll just hold it right there at the side of my ball, my bead ball, and I'll just lift and bring it back onto the face of the ring. Do the same to this side. I'll hold it right here at the edge, bring it up. It's a tight, tight corner, but you can do it. And then use your plier, help you tap those in. Get them really nice and cinched up. You can do a little tie right there if you want to. You might not need to. If you get it tight enough, you can do your ties up here. I usually like to tie it right there just in case, make sure it doesn't move. And then up here I can take this wire and I can do any additional design that I want to on top of this ring. I might just do something simple here. I could turn it into some cutie business up here, maybe a cute spiral. So I'll just take it around. I'm just making demonstration for you. I'll clip it right here. Get some round nose pliers on it. You're always holding right here unless you tie that. Like I said, at the end of the day, you probably want to tie that anyway to make sure it doesn't let go. And I'm just going to do a cute little spiral on top of my ring. I can land it over here at the edge so I can tie it right there. Make sure it stays. Push it in a little bit. Just like that. Same for this side. I don't have to do a symmetrical something. And I don't have to add to both sides either. I could just make a focus on one side of my ring where, you know, maybe I have that blemish. So I'll just take it this way, just like a pendant. Treat it just like a pendant. Find a cute design to do. Maybe I'll make a bigger one up here. A little taller. You know, and certainly I can hammer that sand it, do whatever you want to with it. Certainly we need to tie it down there, so don't forget to do that. But it really is as easy as that. Come back and tap everything here. Make sure it's real tight. Okay, and then you can decorate those wires as you see fit. You can even take them off the ring a little bit and, you know, increase or change the shape of the band a little bit just by kind of dropping them down, do some ties. Okay, so that's an example of what you can do to add wires, and you can continue. If I want another wire, same business, I can go to the opposite side. I can center my 6 inches of additional 18 gauge, make sure that I have a really nice close tight wrap on right here at the very top of the ring, or wherever is appropriate on yours. Usually if you can get above those bars right there, it's best, because then it's got a place to hold on. Just a little pinch, and then we can raise these wires. Just real tight. See, it's all wiggly until you cinch it up. Then I'll make sure to tap real tight. Tap real tight. And then I can do curly works with this one on this side, just all the same. So maybe I'll just take this one and do something whimsical in the opposite direction. Actually, start to turn it back. Give it a little cut. I'm going to hold my pretty curve right there. Turn a little spiral that way. Same with this one now. Just hold it. Make some pretty curves with my wire. Decide where I want the placement of it. I'm going to give it a little back bend here. Make it go back into there, just for fun. Make that a little shorter. The best part about these little add-on wires is that if the design doesn't work out, you can literally snip these wires off and still have your ring base and not lose out on all that work you just invested. So it's nice if you learn to add wires in this way. I think it gives you a lot of freedom for design, but it also takes the worry away from, you know, having potentially wrecked all your work if these wires don't work out. So, you know, I might love that. I might not. Certainly I would have to tie it all up. I could hammer it. I could do some other stuff, right, to make it all stay, because those won't stay. But if I decide I don't like this at all and I want to start over with one or the other or both wires, lucky for me, all I have to do is literally get down to the base wire. You know, don't snip your ring wires, but take this wire out right where you put it on. right there. The pieces fall off and you still have your beautiful ring without any damages to any of the existing work. And then you can just add on another wire or not. Okay, so I hope that makes you giggle, and I hope it makes you happy that you can do this. Just treat Elton like it's the top of a pendant, so we'll call them finger pendants. And then you can make all of your groovy, beautiful business. All right? So I hope that helps you, and I hope it inspires you to enjoy these very big, very secure, and comfortable cabochon rings. Something different. I guarantee once you build a few and get it on your finger, you're going to be obsessed and fall in love. I am. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Much love.